Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Monday, December 23rd, 2024. We are back with our best bets of the day. If you're in the channel, my name is Zach and welcome to Being the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So yesterday, another winning day. What can we say? I mean, we had a nice day yesterday. Members only best bets went 2-1-1 yesterday. Rams -3, dub. I mean, I don't know what you do if you're the Jets. I mean, that was a terrible game. So many stupid fourth down decisions, but hey, I bet the Rams, so I'm fired up about that. Niners money line, Purdy gave the game away. Missed field goals, I mean, just terrible shit. Pacers +2 win, over 6, Tampa Bay and Florida that pushed. Then we had the Skins +4.5 versus the Eagles. What a win, baby. I told you guys we're gonna get it. And all of you guys, and listen, I was tweeting about it a good amount yesterday, and I had all these people, I had a few people in my comments, not all these people, but a few people in my comments or in my mentions or whatever on Twitter, literally bitching and moaning about the fact that Jalen Hurts got hurt. First off, let's just get this out of the way. We took him out of the game. He got smoked by Louvu. But even so, last time I checked, Jalen Hurts didn't play defense. And the Skins put 36 points on the Eagles. Now listen, I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is worse than Kenny Pickett. I'm not a fucking idiot. But what I will say though is that we scored 36 points against your defense. And if you scored 36 points against anybody, you probably had a pretty good chance to win. So, love to see it dub, and at least it would have covered. Lions by 6.5 was chalk, but was a win. Bucks -3.5, man, that blew. But that was one hell of a game. I mean, that was one of the best games, of the year. Those turnovers the Cowboys forced were ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we should have won that one, but what a freaking... I mean, listen, Cowboys, hats off to you. That was great. Bills -13.5, terrible. Over 156, Illinois, Missouri got a win. Over 237, Indiana, Sacramento got a loss. With the under 6, Carolina, New York, that was a win. We'll take it. I mean, a nice winning day. I think a 6-4 day looks like. 5-4-1. Love to see it. And we have a loaded slate for you guys here today. I've got NFL plays for you guys. I've got college football plays for you guys. I've got NBA leans. I've got 3 NHL plays. And we've got a loaded day today. But if you're new to the channel, haven't already, this is our 5th winning day in the last 6 days. So guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. Another winning day. This deserves at least 150, 200 likes. I mean, come on guys, help me out here. Help me help you. Because the more people see this, the more we're taking money from the sports books. We're going after 15,000 subscribers, so I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. First things first, I'm rolling with the NFL. So I have 4 plays for a night's NFL game for you guys here on YouTube today. First play that I am rolling with is going to be Christian Watson over 46.5 receiving yards. He's gone over this number 4 of his last 5 games, and of those games, he's gone way over this number. I mean, Seattle, 56 yards, well over it. 114 against Detroit, 67 against Miami, 150 against Chicago. He's going to go way over 46.5 against this dog shit Saints defense. They're terrible against the pass. They're terrible against the run. And he's also, the one thing about Christian Watson is he's their deep threat. And when it comes to a yards play, all we need is one big catch. Literally, all we need is one big one from Christian Watson, and we go way over this number. So I like Christian Watson over 46.5 receiving yards. I think he gets a couple, I think he gets a deep ball or two, and that gets us way over it. So Christian Watson, book it, 46.5 receiving yards. Next, I'm going with Josh Jacobs over 108.5 rush plus receiving yards. He's the bell cow. He is the guy that Green Bay is going to lean on night in, night out, game in, game out. And against the Saints rush defense, which is horrendous, and I mean horrendous, 27th in the league against the run this year, his usage rate is going to be through the roof, and they're going to carry, he's going to carry the ball 25 times in this game, without question. Plus, I think given the fact that it's going to be a snow game, I don't think Jordan Love's having a problem. He's got a strong arm. He's used to the Green Bay weather. But also, I don't really see where... I think they're going to use him on the screen. I just don't really see how the Saints are going to stop him. Again, Josh Jacobs is their number 1 weapon. Give me Josh Jacobs over 100.5 rush plus receiving yards. Next, I'm going with Marquez Valdez-Scantling over 30.5 receiving yards. This is very, very similar to the Christian Watson play because, first off, Spencer Rattler's got a good arm. As long as they start, they have to start Spencer Rattler over Jay Canada. They have to. But Rattler's got a pretty good arm. Valdez-Scantling is the only receiver that the Saints have been able to throw to over the last 3-4 games. He's a deep threat, very similar to Christian Watson. I think he gets one deep ball, and that goes way over this number. 30.5 is way too low. for Marquez Scantling. So give me him over 30.5 receiving yards today. I think he gets one deep ball. Again, the Packers defense is really solid, but I like him over this number. Next, I'm going with Juwan Jennings over 2.5 catches tonight. It's just too low of a number, and tight ends are the security blanket for young quarterbacks on the road. I mean, obviously, I would bet this up to 3.5, but I'll go with this catch number because he's not a great yak guy. So Juwan Jennings over 2.5 catches is pretty good. Plus, the linebackers for the Packers are solid, are very, very good against the run, but they're not good guarding tight ends. So I like Juwan Johnson here. He's a good matchup. His number's too low, and just game script wise, and young quarterback wise, I think he's gonna get. I think he'll get 5-6 targets today. So give me Juwan Johnson over 2.5 catches. The only thing about Juwan Johnson that worries me is his dumbass wife, who's on Instagram, who posts about my NFL husband. As long as she doesn't post one of those today, I think we'll be good. So she might jinx us, but give me Juwan Johnson over 2.5 catches in this game. Next one, NIU minus 3.5 versus Fresno State today. Can you imagine Florida State being in a bowl game, being 1-11? That's hilarious. No, NIU minus 3.5 versus Fresno State. Fresno's missing their starting quarterback, kind of a big deal, and their offense was fucking horrendous without him. Joshua Wood, he's the quarterback for Fresno State now. He's unproven at best, and he hasn't been able to create success of a disaster offense like Keene likes to. I don't really know where they're going to get their points from, and they're missing wide receivers. They're missing a ton of depth in this game. While when you look at Northern Illinois, they're going to lose. It looks like their quarterback Josh Holtz is going to be playing today. He's their backup who's been playing back and forth for them. But the fact is that I just don't really. I think that the transfers for Fresno State are going to hurt more than NIU. Plus, like these MAC teams, they live for these bowl games. So I think they win this game pretty handedly. And again, the biggest problem here is that Fresno State's offense has been shit this whole year. They've had their lowest points per game in years, lowest yards per play in years. So NIU should be able to get this one done. So give me NIU minus 3.5. I don't love the hook. If you can find it at minus 3, that's probably what I'd roll with. But I'm in Florida right now, so I only have one app I can work with. So I like Fresno State here. I like NIU minus 3.5 versus Fresno State in this game. Next, we'll jump to the NHL. We're going with the over 6 in New York and New Jersey. They played each other recently. I think they went under in that game. I think they go over this time around. And again, New York's got a ton of firepower. Jersey has had games where they've scored, but they're more of an under team than anything else. But I think given this rivalry, they played each other recently. They're familiar with each other's tendencies. The overs in play here. So I like the over 6, New York and New Jersey. And I like that's over 6, not 6.5 on Hard Rock. Next, I got the over 6.5 Philly and Pittsburgh. You get this at plus 100 right now, which is pretty solid. Pittsburgh's been one of the best over teams this whole year. Philadelphia's defense has been worse than last year, but their offense has been better. I like the over 6.5 in this game. And I got the Caps money line plus 118 versus the Bruins. Let's just be real. We're hot. We're looking good. And, the Caps have the highest point percentage in the NHL. 73% of the games they get a point. And in this game, I think that they win this game outright. I think that they're better than the Bruins. I think that Spencer Carberry is a fantastic coach in the NHL. And we have him. And again, we don't even have Ovi and we're looking this good. So give me Caps, money line plus 118. The sharp money, by the way, is all over the Caps today, so I'm rolling with it here. Now, we also have some NBA leans. Now, normally I go through every single game, give you guys a pick for everyone, but I've got a flight to catch. So I'm going to give you guys 2 games I'm looking at right this second that I really, really like. And later today, I'm going to post my full lean card as well as the plays that I'm rolling with. I always put the plays in later anyway in the NBA because you never really know who's playing until about 5 p.m. However, NBA leans wise, I like 76ers minus 5.5 versus the Spurs. Embiid's back, and Embiid has historically dominated the Spurs. You could look at an Embiid prop line because like a points plus rebounds type line because he has been dominant against the Spurs. And I know Wemby's there, but even so, if there's anyone who can have Embiid, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it was a sick neck crack. But if there's anyone who could make Wemby uncomfortable, I think it would be Embiid. But then again, you also don't know if he's going to stub his toe and be out for 3 weeks. So who knows about that? But Maxey and PG are playing. It looks like, but again, that's where I roll with right now. And then also I like the Jazz plus 13.5 versus the Cavaliers. The sharp money today is all over the Jazz. 31% of the bets, 39% of the money, and again, just so many points. against a Cleveland team that honestly, I think that they're looking forward to the Christmas Day games. I forgot if they're playing or not, but I think they are. And also the Jazz, I mean, they're not going to be playing for a while, so they're going to go all out and take a nice little break. And 13.5 is a lot of points. I mean, a lot of points to the NBA. So those are the two that I'm leaning with right now. But again, I'll be adding more. I might just do like a little selfie video and just give you guys what I'm looking at a little bit later today. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like that a little bit later, like a little bit once I get to the airport or something like that. So let me know what you guys like there. But guys, just so you guys know, we also today have 5 members only best bets today for our members. You can do this all at zdmbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the pinned comment below. And our membership, guys, like I've talked about it before, like with our members, get their members only best bets, direct line to me, all that stuff. What this membership is meant for is, to get my members only best bets, but also like to teach our people like how to earn serious money betting on sports like I've done for years. And that's like what it's for, not just for the members only best bets, although our people do make very, very, very solid amounts of money in the membership. But it's more so about like teaching people like, hey, this is how you actually take money from the books. And because of how we spread out our books, so spread out our bets over so many books, we've been able to profit long term and not get pulled. So again, you can become a member, get all members only best bets, zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the pinned comment below. But guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.